Zom Lakodesh Hashvi'i, the fast of the seventh month, is mentioned in Zechariah chapter 8, verse 19. The day is a commemoration of the assassination of Gedaliah, the governor of Yehudah, as found in Malachim Beth, 2 Kings, chapter 25, verse 25, and Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah, chapter 41, verse 2. It is traditionally observed as a daytime fast only. The readings for the day are Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah, chapter 41, Shemoth, Exodus, chapter 32, verse 11 through 14, chapter 34, verses 1 through 10, Yeshayahu, Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6 through 56, verse 8, Hosea, chapter 14, verses 2 through 10, and Micah, chapter 7, verses 18 and 20. Yirmiyahu 41. And in the seventh new moon it came to be that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, son of Elishama, of the royal seed, and of the officers of the king, came with 10 men to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, at Mitzpah. And while they ate bread together there in Mitzpah, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men who were with him, arose and struck Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, with the sword, and killed him, whom the king of Bavel had made governor over the land. And Ishmael struck all the Yehudim who were with him, and Gedaliah at Mitzpah, and the Kasdim who were found there, the men of battle. And it came to be, on the second day after he had killed Gedaliah, when no one yet knew it, that men came from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Shomron, 80 men with their beards shaved and their garments torn, having cut themselves, with offerings and incense in their hand, to bring them to the house of Yahweh. And Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, went out from Mitzpah to meet them, weeping as he walked along. And it came to be, as he met them, that he said to them, Come to Gedaliah, son of Ahikam. And it came to be, when they came inside the city, that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, slew them, throwing them into a pit, he and the men who were with him. But 10 men were found among them who said to Ishmael, Do not kill us, for we have wheat and barley and oil and honey hidden in the field. So he held back and did not kill them among their brothers. And the pit into which Ishmael had thrown all the corpses of the men whom he had struck, because of Gedaliah, was the same one Asa the king had made for fear of Baasha the king of Israel. Ishmael son of Nethaniah had filled it with the slain. Then Ishmael took captive all the rest of the people who were in Mitzpah, the king's daughters, and all the people who were left in Mitzpah, whom Nebuzaradan, chief of the guard, had entrusted to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, and Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, took them captive and went to go over to the Ammoni. But Yochanan, the son of Kareach, and all the commanders of the army that were with him, heard of all the evil that Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, had done. So they took all the men and went to fight with Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, and they found him by the great pool that is in Gibeon. And it came to be, when all the people who were with Ishmael saw Yochanan, the son of Kareach, and all the commanders of the army who were with him, that they were glad. And all the people whom Ishmael had taken captive from Mitzpah turned around and came back, and went to Yochanan, the son of Kareach. But Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, escaped from Yochanan with 8 men and went to the Ammoni. When Yochanan, the son of Kareach, and all the commanders of the army that were with him, took from Mitzpah all the rest of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, after he had struck Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the mighty men of battle, and the women, and the children, and the eunuchs, whom he had brought back from Gibeon. And they set out and dwelt in the lodging place of Kimham, which is near Beth Lechem, to enter Mitzrayim, because of the Kasdim. For they were afraid of them, because Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had struck Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, whom the king of Bavel had made governor over the land. Shemot chapter 32, verse 11 through 14, and 34, verses 1 through 10. But Moshe pleaded with Yahweh his Elohim and said, Yahweh, why does your wrath burn against your people, whom you have brought out of the land of Mitzrayim, with great power and with a strong hand? Why should the Mitzri speak and say, For evil he brought them out to kill them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from the heat of your wrath, and relent from this evil to your people. Remember Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael, your servants, to whom you swore by yourself and said to them, I increase your seed like the stars in the heavens, and all this land that I have spoken of I give to your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And Yahweh relented from the evil which he said he would do to his people. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones, and I shall write on these tablets the words that were on the first tablets which you broke. And be ready in the morning. Then you shall come up in the morning to Mount Sinai, and present yourself to me there on the top of the mountain. And let no man come up with you, and let no man be seen in all the mountain, and let not even the flock or the herd feed in front of the mountain. And he cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones. Then Moshe rose early in the morning and went up to Mount Sinai, as Yahweh had commanded him, and he took 2 tablets of stone in his hand. And Yahweh came down in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name Yahweh. And Yahweh passed before him and proclaimed, Yahweh, Yahweh, and El, compassionate and showing favor, patient and great in mercy and truth, watching over mercy for thousands, forgiving crookedness and transgression and sin, but by no means leaving unpunished, visiting the crookedness of the fathers upon the children, and the children's children to the 3rd and the 4th generation. And Moshe hurried and bowed himself down towards the earth, and did obeisance, and said, If now I have found favor in your eyes, O Yahweh, I pray, let Yahweh go on in our midst, even though we are a stiff-necked people, and forgive our crookedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance. And he said, See, I am making a covenant. Before all your people I am going to do wonders such as not have been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of Yahweh, for what I am doing with you is awesome. Yeshayahu chapter 55:6 through 56:8. Seek Yahweh while he is to be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wrong forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to Yahweh who has compassion on him, and to our Elohim, for he pardons much. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain comes down and the snow from the heavens, and do not return there, but water the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, and give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so is my word that goes forth from my mouth. It does not return to me empty, but shall do what I please, and shall certainly accomplish what I sent it for. For with joy you go out, and with peace you are brought in. The mountains and the hills break forth into singing before you, and all the trees of the field clap their hands. Instead of the thorn, the cypress comes up, and instead of the nettle, the myrtle comes up. And it shall be to Yahweh for a name, for an everlasting sign which is not cut off. Thus said Yahweh, Guard judgment, and do righteousness, for near is my deliverance to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man who does this, and the son of man who becomes strong in it, guarding the Sabbath, lest he profane it, and guarding his hand from doing any evil. And let not the son of the foreigner who has joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, Yahweh has certainly separated me from his people. Nor let the eunuch say, Look, I am a dry tree. For thus said Yahweh, to the eunuchs who guard my Sabbaths, and have chosen what pleases me, and are holding on to my covenant, to them I shall give in my house and within my walls a place and a name better than that of sons and daughters. I give them an everlasting name that is not cut off. Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahweh to serve him and to love the name of Yahweh, to be his servants, all who guard the Sabbath and not profane it, and are holding on to my covenant. Them I shall bring to my set-apart mountain, and let them rejoice in my house of prayer. Their ascending offerings and their sacrifices are accepted on my altar, for my house is called a house of prayer for all peoples. The Master Yahweh, who gathers the outcasts of Israel, declares, I gather still others to him besides those who are gathered to him. Hosea chapter 14 verses 2 through 10. O Yisrael, return to Yahweh your Elohim, for you have stumbled by your crookedness. Take words with you and return to Yahweh. Say to him, take away all crookedness and accept what is excellent, and we render the bulls of our lips. Ashur does not save us. We do not ride on horses, nor ever again do we say to the work of our hands, our mighty ones. For the fatherless finds compassion in you. I shall heal the backslidings. I shall love them spontaneously, for my displeasure has turned away from him. I shall be like the dew to Yisrael. He shall blossom like the lily and strike out his roots like Lebanon. His branches shall spread, and his splendor shall be like an olive tree, and his fragrance like Lebanon. Those who dwell under his shadow shall return. They shall revive like grain, and blossom like the vine, and become as fragrant as the wine of Lebanon. What more has Ephraim to do with idols? It is I who answer, and look after him. I am like a green cypress tree. Your fruit comes from me. Who is wise and understands these words, discerning and knows them? For the ways of Yahweh are straight, and the righteous walk in them, but the transgressors stumble in them. Micah chapter 7, verses 18 through 20. Who is an El like you, taking away crookedness and passing over the transgressions of the remnant of his inheritance? He shall not retain his wrath forever, for he himself delights in mercy. He shall turn back, he shall have compassion on us, he shall trample upon our crookednesses. And you throw our sins into the depths of the sea. You give truth to Yaakov, mercy to Abraham, which you swore to our fathers from the days of old.